The day I stopped being invisible, how my family's cruelty led to their own downfall, my father's secret plan changed my fate, and the truth that left them in ruins while I walked away free. Growing up, I was always the overlooked child. My older brother, Jason, was the golden boy, charming, athletic, the perfect son in my parents' eyes. My mother, obsessed with appearances, made sure everyone knew just how much she adored him. My father, though quiet and distant, was the only one who ever gave me small glimpses of kindness. But his voice was always drowned out by my mother's overbearing love for Jason and her cold indifference toward me. I spent years believing I was nothing more than an afterthought in my own family, until my father's sudden passing revealed a secret that shattered everything. The betrayal at the family gathering. It all started at a grand family dinner, one of those gatherings my mother insisted on hosting to maintain her perfect image. The occasion? A celebration of Jason's latest achievement, landing a lucrative job at a prestigious firm, courtesy of my mother's connections. As I took my seat at the table, my heart clenched at the sight of my place card. Instead of my name, it read, "Barely worth mentioning." Laughter erupted from the table. Jason smirked, clinking his glass. "Don't take it personally, Emily. It's just a joke." My mother grinned. "Oh, come on. We all know Jason is the one who truly makes this family proud." I swallowed the hurt, gripping the napkin in my lap. Years of this treatment had numbed me, but tonight felt different. I wasn't just being ignored, I was being erased. What they didn't know was that I held something far more powerful than their cruel words. I had my father's final will. The secret that changed everything. After my father's passing, my mother had been eagerly anticipating the inheritance, confident she and Jason would receive everything. What she didn't realize was that my father had seen everything, the favoritism, the neglect, the cruel dismissals. And in his final act, he had rewritten his will to reflect the truth. And tonight, in front of everyone, was the perfect time for it to be revealed. The lawyer, Mr. Reynolds, cleared his throat. For Mr. Carter's final wishes, his will is to be read in the presence of the entire family. My mother's face paled. Jason stiffened. "That's not necessary," she said, forcing a smile. "We'll handle it privately." "It was a direct request," Mr. Reynolds replied, ignoring her. Then he began reading. "To my beloved daughter, Emily, I leave my entire estate, including the family home, my business shares, and all my assets. It is my wish that she finally receives the love and respect she has always deserved but was denied by those closest to her." A stunned silence filled the room. Jason shot up from his chair. "This is insane. Dad would never do this." My mother's hands trembled. "No, this can't be right. There must be a mistake." Mr. Reynolds held up the notarized document. "It's legally binding. Your husband changed his will a year before his passing." My mother turned to me, desperation in her eyes. "Emily, sweetheart, you can't do this to us. We're family." I met her gaze with a steady calm, the same calm I had learned to wear like armor after years of being cast aside. "Funny," I said, my voice unwavering. "You didn't seem to think we were family when you called me barely worth mentioning." She opened her mouth, but no words came. For the first time, I saw it, the fear of being powerless, the realization that their reign over me was over. With a quiet breath, I stood up, took the keys to my father's house, and walked away. This time, I was the one leaving them behind.